Hey honey, seems like the president's been keeping secrets and lying to the American people. This kind of thing is unheard of. The Post is directed by Steven Spielberg. It stars Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Sarah Paulson, Carrie Coon, and Bob Odenkirk. It's the early 1970s and the United States are still at war in Vietnam. The government starts looking a little shady when a mysterious leak exposes secrets about the war in Vietnam that spans all the way up to 4 presidents. As the New York Times gets attacked by President Nixon, Kay Graham and Ben Bradley of the Washington Post decide on whether to seek the truth and expose it to the American people. Boy, if this movie is as timely as ever. If there was ever a time for this movie to drop, it's literally right now. Not only because of all the fiasco from our current president with all this fake news bullshit, but also because of all the fiasco about women not being respected in the workplace. Meryl Streep plays Kay Graham. Her husband has just recently died, so she takes over the Washington Post as publisher. She's followed by her most trusted advisor, played by Tracy Letts, to make sure that she's making all the right decisions and have all the right options. But throughout most of her journey in this movie, it's just men like Bradley Whitford mansplaining everything to her so she can make the decisions to their liking. Tom Hanks plays Ben Bradley, the editor of the Post. At this time, the Post is nothing more than a local paper and the company is about to go public. And Ben Bradley is doing nothing but finding the juiciest story possible. Something with journalistic integrity, especially since the New York Times is always 2 steps ahead of them.
Let me put this hat on, man. It's chilly up in here. But when Bradley sees what's going on between the White House and the New York Times, he knows he has to step in. Now, Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep are great in this movie, but the real highlight of this movie is Bob Odenkirk. He plays the journalist that tracks down the source of the leaks, and his story is actually the most pulse-pounding one yet. It actually feels like a journalist doing his work, doing risky stuff, and it leaves you wanting more Bob Odenkirk throughout the whole movie. And that's not to say that the cast isn't great, because this is the biggest ensemble of the year. You got names on names on names on names. Carrie Coon, Bruce Greenwood, Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Michael Stuhlbarg, David Cross, Sarah Paulson. We can keep going and going and going and going. But while Hanks and Streep usually take the lead in this movie, it's Bob Odenkirk who steals the show. Another great highlight is Spielberg. Of course, Spielberg, because Spielberg is a master in filmmaking. He can make a simple scene of a man looking through his files seem pulse-pounding intense. He's got that trademark signature glossy Spielberg look that adds to the time frame of this movie. And he's got his longtime partner John Williams delivering a better score than John Williams did in the Star Wars film. And while this movie is a very timely movie, especially relating to everything that's going on today, it kind of drags quite a bit. The movie could have cut about 20 minutes and it would have been just spot on. Certain scenes just start getting repetitive between all the mansplaining to Meryl Streep and the decision of whether to put up the article or not. This is a great movie and a timely movie with what's going on today, but is it one of the best films of the year? I would probably put it more in the top 15 rather than the top 10. And like I said, you can't go wrong with the type of cast and the type of director that we have here. This is like great stuff from all of them. This is just not their best stuff. All in all, you're gonna walk away really liking this movie. You're gonna enjoy all the performances. The directing is top notch. I'm gonna give The Post 4 out of 5 stars. Well, once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, click like at the bottom. Go to our SoundCloud page for our more extensive reviews. This is Ray from LiveWire, and once again, thanks for watching.